Moved beyond the same old stereotypes, and our ads have done their best to keep up, but for some reason this has resulted in the creation of a bunch of fictional universes that have more in common with experimental movies in the Twilight Zone than the products they're trying to sell.
Gentlemen?
Dude, that's some serious cheese.
For a while now, beer ads have taken place in a world where your wives are your moms, and beer and football are contraband that must be smuggled into public settings like pickaxes and hacksaws. It all started when that guy from that show was like, "Whatever, Mom," back in 1998.
Whoa. Have a Bud Light. This is awesome.
When touchdowns were apparently celebrated with the traditional male rite of slow, rhythmic group sex. And ever since then, wives have been authority figures that men find about as attractive as the warden from Shawshank. So, about a 6. No matter how much technology changes, commercial husbands are still under the thumb of their horrible wives who just want to hang out with them.
As you can see, his girlfriend has removed his spine.
Poor guy's girlfriend's so into him, she wants to try on sexy underwear for him.
Come on over, the Bears are on.
He's going antiquing.
Look, nobody's clear what's happening in that ad, but that is just how wives are. Always mad for confusing reasons. And telling the giant you watch games with that you have to go antiquing.
But I got you this.
Man, guys have completely lost their f***ing minds, haven't they?
I'm your GPS. Turn right up ahead.
The advertising industry never stops looking forward, asking, what's next? Which is hard to do when your head's permanently up your own ass. But overall, men make sturdier whipping posts than just about anyone else. They can endanger the lives of their entire family.
Excuse me.
Bringing family together. That's the power of Orville Redenbacher's.
And if the ad cuts off before the RV flips over 20 times, killing everyone inside, consumers will just be like, Dad. You can even show the violent consequences of their boneheaded or boner-headed. Wait, why is he not moving? Is that parking gate made of sword? People who made this next ad noticed that and were like, nah, we're still giving them too much credit.
I play games, I sometimes transfer files to different devices.
I mainly manage files for work.
I look at pictures or videos of my children from family trips.
They've isolated the 3 main tech user groups: student age, social gamer, career-driven spreadsheet monkey, and Mitty Goodrich, the modest wife of a polygamist.
It's always on while I do chores.
Really have to admire the way she memorized all those words the elders told her to say to keep the federal government from getting suspicious. So how will everyone respond when they get their own new drive?
Wow, this is the SSD, right?
Ah, this is the SSD.
Oh, cool, neat.
What?
Is it a Pop-Tart? Didn't take a rocket scientist to figure out 90s audiences wanted to see lovably dumb dads between their daily helpings of Home Improvement and Married with Children reruns. That's actually not a mistake. Married with Children was actually always reruns. Since then, some visionary of hate decided women who buy home appliances want to see the men they married depicted as having suffered from some form of catastrophic brain trauma.
I got that job at the demolition company.
Husbands, always having trouble with basic motor functions. Am I right, ladies?
It won't go off again for another 30 minutes.
That's not a device for parents of adults with special needs. That's how Glade thinks women believe their husbands will react to a device on an automated timer, just befuddled by its magic and deciding whether or not to take it as his new god. This is where the men's rights movement will call discrimination, but shockingly, and for the first time ever, the civil rights movement for what is inarguably the statistically luckiest demographic of human beings in the history of the planet have missed a key point. Yes, that is the least flattering depiction of any type of person since those racist World War II propaganda posters. But, and by the way, men's rights movement, BT dubs, don't tell anyone, but I'm a straight white guy too, so I know the struggle, man. You know the type of pretty lady we're all furious at for not having sex with us? I don't think that's who made these ads. Those women don't think of themselves as manipulative sociopaths who marry mentally challenged men and fantasize about murdering and replacing them with terrifying man-shaped automatons. That reminds me of some wife from the Lockhorns, blonde joke, 80s rock ballad type shit that women-hating men would imagine. Also, you made the fantasy husband good at building a tower of cards, and hot ladies don't fantasize about those as much.